Guys, morning. It's the Friday, 10th of October. Let's take a quick look at yesterday. XJO up 23, futures fell 25. We've fallen again overnight, 28 points. Futures currently pricing. The UK down 40 and S&P down 24. Starting with the Aussie, sold off again straight from open. So that's the second day in a row we've fallen 30 points in the first hour. Just going through my trades here, entered straddle about 5 points under open. Again, the reason why I'm doing this was because of this move prior day. So sell off in a close prior day suggests we'll likely get some kind of volatility at open here. Pretty simple strategy, that one. Again, 35% of days will just have less than 5 points in one direction or another. So entered here, took a little bit of profit down around the lows in that first 15 minutes. Again, we reset at 10:15 and we go, okay, what does it look like given that first 15-minute move? Okay, so we know that at its foundation, these lows are going to be breached 85% odd of the time. Similar to the day before as well, when you get that move into close prior day, if that first 15-minute move is strong, you're really, really well protected for that first hour. Again, I'll have a look at it here. Let's go short into close prior day. Let's take a look at first 15-minute changes and say 10. Let's have a look at the first hour moves. So you can see that 3 came back pretty strongly, but the other 31 finished 628 finished lower than that 10 point, if you assume a 10 point first 15-minute move, 28 out of 34 finished below that the first hour. So that kind of gives you some confidence to, where am I, to continue trading that short, at least for the first hour. Took a little bit off the table here, just given the US was looking quite strong. That definitely played out from that 11 a.m. mark. It's really, really strong rally. I actually got stopped out of my position. Hindsight, probably should have just set a stop at 10 points, given that majority won't kind of breach that. I was waiting for that 11:30 to pass and then set the stops above the highs, but very, very strong. So what I was looking for, though, why I kind of re-entered here and again took some profit again, was when you look at large first hour moves, we had a 30 odd, I think it was about 30 something point move that first hour. 85% of the time, the range will extend to 50 points at some stage through the day. So, what I was doing here, I'd stopped out to kind of reassess and take a breather. But once we start from 12 o'clock, when we got this really strong sell off here, what I was doing was, assuming that we're going to hit 50 points. I don't think we actually hit it. I think we were a couple of points off, but assuming that this range is going to be extended one way or another, assuming it's going to be short because of this strong move that first hour, likelihood is lower, lower than higher. So I was just kind of waiting for that momentum to swing back and then targeting those lows. So ended up playing out quite nicely. Surprisingly overnight, same situation as the day before. When you have this big first hour move lower, aftermarket is bullish. Generally, we'll see a overnight move higher. Didn't happen last night. So I actually just stopped out nice and early. It just wasn't feeling, oh, here it is here. Wasn't really feeling that it was going to kick on. UK, didn't really have too much to say about this one. I'll leave that. I'm not quite sure what happened in the morning there. Pretty significant sell-off. And the US, again, pretty interesting that we sold off here. I think Powell spoke at 10:30. Nothing much happened, but yeah, big sell-off here from kind of pre-market, which was unusual. So I just took my medicine there. I'm not sure where it's. Yep, so entered on open here based on that 100% historical probability that we hit 15. Scraped in 10, but didn't actually hit that. So closed out this morning. I've gone long again. I'm just with a very tight stop. This is simply because when you look at Fridays with a significant sell-off into pre-market, see if I can pull this up here. So let's go Fridays. Pre-market change prior day. So we fell about 15 points, I think it was. So let's look at 10. And let's just go, the day was also negative. And kind of just, just having a look through this morning, there are a few here that kind of just hit the rockets from open. So again, a very low probability kind of trade, I suppose, but just in case we do rocket higher, which has occurred in the past, for the sake of, I did miss that open a little bit by a minute or so, but for the sake of 3 or 4 points, I'm just having a look at that. Aussie today, you can see when we look at Friday's prior day falls, overnight falls, so that kind of waterfall. Just looking through, I'll bring it up again on Mosaic. So what I'm looking at here is, again, Friday, we spoke about, Fridays have a bit of a different profile to other days. We're looking at futures change prior day, which was 28 points or something down, and then again overnight 20 points lower. So if you look at the first 15-minute change, pretty flat slash lower most of the time. So to me, I mean, again, I'll probably just look at a kind of straddle on open, but to me, if you're looking short, that gives you a little bit of confidence that you can kind of trade short around open, and it would be unusual if you get kind of a rally from open given what's occurred. So if you think about it into Friday, there obviously bearishness yesterday, bearishness overnight. What this probably tells me is that, if we are going to get a little bit of support today, it takes a little bit of time before people get the confidence to do that. So that's kind of the price action that I'm looking for today. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Good luck, guys. Have a good weekend.